Well, Turkey has ramped up its efforts to meet its renewable energy goals as it joins other countries in the global fight against the climate crisis. The government has increased gas exploration in the Black Sea and in the Eastern Mediterranean. Ankara has also committed to decreasing its carbon footprint by investing in alternative sources of energy. It aims to reduce its carbon emissions by some 2 billion tonnes by 2030. Selen Esencay reports.
From coal and petrol to renewable energies, the world is undergoing a transformation due to the threat of climate change. And although switching to renewable energy isn't a quick leap, Turkey is among countries that have taken serious steps. As early as 2017, the country's First Lady Emine Erdogan launched the Zero Waste project to cut down the volume of non-recyclable waste.
We need to do a two-way study. The first step of this is to reduce the effects of climate change, that is to increase forest areas and switch to different energy sources. The second pillar is to take urgent measures for climate adaptation.
Turkey has since upgraded its goals in the fight against climate change. At the start of this year, the Turkish government released the Fight Against Climate Change Declaration. It lays out a strategy for not only recycling waste, but also supporting environmentally friendly practices and investments. Another item on the agenda is increasing the use of renewable energy.
Today, Turkey's renewable sector has achieved remarkable success. So for the last 1.5 years, Turkey has installed around 6,000 megawatts of newly added installed power, and 98% of this is from the renewables. So I think in the COP period at the end of this year, we will be talking a new success story regarding the renewable share in the newly installed power.
A landscape uniquely suited for producing renewable resources gives Turkey a great opportunity to develop sustainable energy and protect the environment. And the country wants to take advantage of that by boosting its wind power capacity, mainly in Aegean and Marmara regions, by the year 2030. Selen Esencay, TRT World, Kırşehir, Turkey.
Well, let's get more on this now with Suha Cubukcuoglu in Istanbul. He's an energy advisor at the Turkish Energy Strategies and Politics Research Center. Welcome to the program, Suha. Now, at the climate summit that was hosted by US President Joe Biden, we did hear from the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He reiterated Turkey's goal in slashing carbon emissions by some 2 billion cubic meters by 2030. Can you tell us, how can Turkey achieve that goal?
Yeah, this is an important statement, actually, because if we look at the background, Turkey as a developing country did not ratify the Paris Climate Treaty in 2015. It has committed to abide by the Annex 1 of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, but has taken other positive steps, as you also mentioned, to reduce carbon emissions, two of which are to increase solar and wind power capacity. Now, Turkey is high in the league of potential countries receiving, solar radiation, and also is located on an important wind corridor in Europe. And therefore has great potential to increase both the renewable capacity to meet its carbon emission reduction targets.
Can I ask you more about Turkey's electricity production? Because we know Turkey's energy needs are growing, and as we heard there, Turkey has sought to look for energy supplies in both the Eastern Mediterranean and now the Black Sea. They found a sizable discovery there. But as you also mentioned, Turkey is also blessed with, I guess, more natural supplies of energy in solar and in wind. Can you just update us on the progress that's being made in terms of increasing that renewable energy source?
Sure. So Turkey set low carbon development as a strategic priority, first of all, for 2030. And the target is to meet 40% of power generation demand from renewable resources by 2023. and to meet 30% of total energy demand by 2030 from renewable sources. Now, Turkey is slowly but steadily increasing its renewable capacity. It's got about 88 gigawatts per year of economic wind potential, but only so far it's been using about 15% of that, so there is much more room for growth. That usable capacity meets about 10% of Turkey's total electricity generation demand. And on the solar side, of the 30 gigawatts, approximately 30 gigawatt solar energy potential, Turkey has about 5 gigawatts installed capacity, and the plan to increase that to 10 gigawatts by 2023 and to 17 gigawatts by 2030. So these are all substantial, targets and steps forward to take Turkey to the next league of renewable, sustainable energy for domestic consumption. And electrification is important because as Turkey's transport sector transitions to electric cars, then it will become all the more important to have power generation from renewable sources and transition away from coal to renewable sources. And gas can be like an intermediary intermediary fuel during that transition period.
Okay, because I guess gas, while being a fossil fuel, is less polluting than, say, oil or other sources. Is that right?
Absolutely. It's much cleaner than coal, for sure. It's got the caveat of methane emissions, but that's controllable. And so Turkey is on the right path to diversify its suppliers. And the Black Sea discovery is certainly a great positive step towards reducing import dependence on neighboring countries. And Turkey rightly also just acquired an FSRU unit for regasification. And that will allow it to tap into LNG resources from both its own discoveries and other countries' exports. So that's a positive, all the better for Turkey.
Okay, Suha Cubukcuoglu, thank you so much again for sharing with us your analysis on Money Talks. We appreciate it.